Now, whenever someone says architecture, what they're talking about is buildings. It can be schools, it can be offices, it can be anything where humans work or live in. Here's an interesting drawing of a building. This building has value. Now, I'm not talking about money kind of value, I'm talking about an art kind of value. Does anyone want to raise their hand and tell us what value means in art? Value is the lights and darks of an image. So you can see that this shape, this sphere here, has a deep dark shadow and then has really bright parts, which are almost white, and we can call those highlights, and then we can call the dark parts the shadows. Okay, so let me explain the next directions. Go ahead and place your pencils down. I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. So it says, practice drawing the forms on the blocks on your table. Draw at least 5 different shapes. Please include the shape, form, and shadows. So you're gonna find some different shapes in a plastic bag on your table. Your table members, so the people around you, they need to share these as well, so please share and use kind words. When you're ready, you're gonna take a shape and then you are going to draw it yourself. So let's think about the steps. This is more of a rectangle, and please pardon my soup, I was really hungry. I am going to draw myself a rectangle. So I'm starting my first shape, remember I have to have 5. And then I'll put my, what kind of lines? Hope you said diagonals. And then I can connect it all together. And now I need to add what? I hope you said shadow, so I'm gonna go ahead and color in my shape, and then I get to choose one face of my shape that's gonna be even darker. So I'm just gonna choose this one just because I feel like it. And that will be my realistic shape. So I already have 1 down, I need 4 to go. Okay, so that took a second. I practiced my shapes. There were some that were super hard, even for me, especially this triangle. I really had to look at it, even from the side, and kind of decide which one was gonna be my shadow, which one was not. I kind of drew it from this angle, so I could only really see one really side of it. So you're gonna have to just kind of problem solve yourself. This is just practice, guys, so don't take it too seriously. There is also another activity today. On the floor, you're gonna find some of these kind of random books, and then you're gonna find my castle set. Okay, so what we're doing here is you are working with a group. I will call y'all in groups to come to the rug. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes to basically draw a castle that y'all are gonna create. So the first thing that you're gonna do, before you worry about drawing anything, you'll need to bring your packets, and then you'll need one of these random books. But before we get there, let's go ahead and build a castle. You are building this with your group mates, so you're building one castle together. You can use as many blocks as you want. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of stacking them. I can be crazy. It does not have to look like a normal castle. This is not a normal castle at all, and yours doesn't have to be either. So, you know, be quick about creating your castle because you only have 2 minutes to create it. So you gotta work fast. It can be crazy because the reason I'm giving y'all 2 minutes is because you have to draw the castle that you created in 10 minutes, which is actually not a lot of time. It's gonna go by really fast. I have my castle kind of built the way that I want. You are allowed to sit however you want. I personally kind of just like to hang out really low. That way I can really see the castle. You're gonna turn to the page that says, here's where you draw your crazy building. You can put it on the book to kind of help you draw your building with a flat surface, and you are just going to look very, very carefully and try drawing your crazy building. Please make it 3D. Try to add some shadows. You can make it up if you don't know where the shadows are. You're the artist, you can decide this, but just try your best at drawing the castle the way you see it. Ooh-wee, that was a lot. Alright, thanks for being patient. Last few things, if you need any help today, please just raise your hand. Please use voice level 0, 1, or 2 today while you're working. I want you to have fun, be creative. Also, please put away all materials when you are done. So when those groups are done on the carpet, they will put away their blocks so that the next group can really get in there and create their own castle without having to deal with cleaning up. If you finish with the entire packet today, you've drawn your 5 shapes and you've drawn your building on the carpet, feel free to use any of these extra activities. I have dry erase boards with markers and eraser. I have some free draw paper, I have notebook paper if you want to write something, and I also have a couple coloring sheets on the very bottom. So anything over here is where you can go when you are done with a project.